Wow. All right. I know it's been a minute, but welcome back to the Fifth Period Podcast. I'm here with my boy Steven Bills. What's up?
Nothing much, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Man. Been a long month now?
Yeah, it was probably the best time too, because we was definitely running into a dry period with the finals ending. I guess you had the draft coming up shortly after that, but then season basketball start back shortly, so it'd be interesting to see how everything's playing. Now, what's been going on with you for the last month or so? I guess the last time we spoke.
Shit. Nothing much, man. Just been out here running around in circles mostly. Um, I went to my friend's comedy album recording. It was kind of fun. That's like the highlight of my month, basically. Very much a homebody. I bought Madden. Kind of disappointed that I spent money on Madden. Um,
I tried to save you money on that and tell you to definitely game, but of course you really weren't listening to me. So yeah, those are one of those games that was probably best to, how do I say it? Those games are probably one of those games that's best to actually just have a friend to come over and you play, but not really to buy.
well, who's gonna buy it?
I don't know. Maybe you could have suckered somebody into getting it or something, but I wouldn't about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was, you know, it it. I told you that I really wasn't gonna buy. I'm not buying Madden until probably about 4 years from now. Hopefully by then they'll have everything fixed, or maybe they can, or maybe 2K can find a way to get the rights to the game and force EA to put out a better product. But it'd be the same game every year. So
yeah. Not buying 2K this year. I'm happy that I got a full September of games to buy, and great stuff coming in November and December. So I won't be buying any more sports
I
games
think,
for a while.
yeah, I'm the same way. I think in Spider Man coming out next month actually. Red Dead Redemption is coming out in October. So, that's going to carry me over until probably about the new year. And some other games releasing in the new year. I think Last of Us 2 is releasing in the new year. So, yeah, you gave away God of War formatting, which I'm not really happy about. You were supposed to let me hold that, but that's neither here or there. So,
I completely forgot I had finished it, and it was just something. Hey, it was just a trade in. But
but
you forgot the most important game that's coming out. One of the greatest JRPGs ever. Dragon Quest comes out next month, and also Super Smash Brothers for the Switch comes out in December. Which um,
come out yet for the Switch yet?
huh?
Mario Kart came out for the Switch yet?
Mario Kart was like one of the first games to come out.
Oh, okay.
I
I was just
for a
making
new
sure.
one. It's just like a remaster of like the Wii U version. I can't wait
Right.
for like a real sequel to it.
True. True.
Next month.
Yeah. But
What have you been up to? I see you.
yeah. Ain't nothing. Ain't, I'm living in Houston now. With me, before I came down here to drop off some equipment that you swindled one way or the other. Um. So yeah, I'm in Houston now. Not for any life quest type thing. I got a better job offer, better gig down here. So I'm in down here for probably about a weeks now. I like it. It's hot, extreme 93 degrees all day, night. and there's not a gust of wind to come by, so it's definitely not Florida, definitely desert. So, uh, yeah, I'm getting to it. Went to the winery the other day. Those.
I saw
I'm
you
going to a
posted.
comedy show later on. You said what?
I saw you at the winery out here posting and just swagging. I see you, man. I'm trying to be like you one day, man.
Hey man, I was. There's nothing that settles me like good wine, and that's where I went. And it's like literally like 3 minutes away from me. Like I
What
could walk there if I wanted to. It's like a 15-minute walk, but it's like a 3-minute drive.
what you got, like a signing bonus or something? Out here spending money before you even get it?
All guaranteed. Yep. Yep. Yep.
But yeah,
I'm on. I'm on a football contract though, not
I,
a basketball or not a baseball. So it's basically written on toilet paper. But yeah, so that's what I'm
well,
doing
look,
down here. I'm
well, look.
trying to live my best life for the moment.
Whenever you come back to Atlanta, we gotta. Like, I didn't know I had friends who like to do sophisticated stuff like that. Like my friends don't want to do them, but go to bars and sit around and not talk to
Do you
women.
drink wine?
Not as much, but I mean, you give me some good stuff. I'm down. I just want to go some.
Did
Basically,
you say
I'm the person who I don't want to like. I want to go to City Winery to eat. Like I hear it's a great restaurant,
so?
but
Did you say
my
your
friends
friends
just don't want
sit
to.
at bars and don't talk to women, or sit at bars and just talk to women?
They go to talk to women, but they don't talk to women.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they go to
No,
look at
going to
women.
a winery is definitely a different demographic. Like, you're going to be in there with a whole bunch of older people. It's not going to be music played. When you
I
go to
don't.
a winery, it's really a chill spot. You know.
I want to go somewhere where I can wear my nice suit. Okay, I bought
Oh
this and
well, yeah.
I've worn it once.
Uh, oh yeah. Well, that's definitely the winery.
Yeah,
That's definitely
like
the winery.
bought a
Definitely.
suit to wear to an interview, and I want to wear it other places.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely where you go to a winery. I went after hours, like I went after happy hour, but during happy hour, that's when you would see most people wearing suits and stuff like that because they going right after work. So I just went casually, and I did see one woman in there who like went through like 2 bottles of wine. So I mean, she was super. Like I'm pretty sure when she got home, but the wine there was really, it was hella good.
Mm. All right, but yeah,
I also had some drive. I went to a drive-in daiquiri spot down. So
a what?
daiquiri spot, like so you know what a
Hold
daiquiri
on,
is? Is like this smoothie like
hold on,
thing,
hold on, hold on,
liquor in.
hold on. Your mic is really messing up.
What is it doing?
It's like you're going like this, and it's like you're moving back and forth from it, and it's like keep going in and out, and it's literally like on a pattern.
What about now?
Better. Keep talking though.
Yeah. So I went to the drive-in daiquiri spot, and this drive-in daiquiri is like this place where it's kind of like they put alcohol in like this smoothie like thing. They blend it together. It's kind of like a Wet Willie. So I'm pretty sure you've been to Wet Willie's before, right?
I'm about to say I know what a daiquiri is. I want to know this
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
drive-in part.
Yeah. So drive through. Picture Wet Willie's with a drive through. Like you go through a drive through, you order what you want, how you want it mixed, and they hand it to you out the window.
So they encourage drinking and driving.
No, they don't. They put plastic over the cup, so it's not open. It's technically concealed
Oh, so you can take it
because they
home.
put a big plastic bag over. Yeah, yeah, to take it home.
Okay. I was
But
gonna
if you're
say,
not driving and there's people like in the back seat drinking it while you driving, technically there's no problem with that. But yeah, it's drive through daiquiri spot. It's about 7 of them that I passed. All of them different.
I mean, it's not. Because I still think that's an open container, right? Look, I don't know. Texas law is probably different.
I mean, everything here is different, but so I'm enjoying it, trying not to go broke, trying to live my best life, as I said. So we'll see what happens.
You spending money like that? I don't have. So.
I know. I'm gonna end up on 30 for 30 broke part 2.
All right, so
But let's get into this second period, man. Let's get into the school part. So what we talking about for the second period, man?
um, shoot, I forgot already. What was it?
I think it was pop culture. It was talking about media, like movies, music, and all of that stuff.
Oh man, look. So what have you been up to with the with the media? Because once again, big dud here.
Well, recently I saw Black Klansman, the Spike Lee joint, or whatever. It was really good. I didn't know what to really expect from it. I just heard a lot of good reviews about it, and it was going to be between me seeing The Equalizer or Black Klansman. I was going to movie hop and go see both, but time didn't allow it because it was going to be like a 2-hour wait before Equalizer was playing. But I was thoroughly impressed with Black Klansman. It's a heavy movie. It has comic relief. Um, they they Spike Lee did a really good job of getting the point across without being extra or without being overly dramatic, or he didn't go Quentin Tarantino or whatever. Like he effectively got his point across without being like over the top with it. And I felt like that resonated with a lot of people that was in the movie theater. Like once you stay, like yeah, I can actually see that happening in real life. And it was based off true event. It was a true story. So I feel like once you stay in that line of like this really happened, it wasn't over the top with it. It resonated with a lot of people. So the best part of the movie was like the last end of the part. Like it was like the end, like the very end of the movie. Um, to me, that was the best part. It was a way of just wrapping everything and bringing everything full circle. So I enjoyed it. I think that was the last movie that I seen in a minute. Yeah, so that's the last movie I saw, Black Klansman. The last album I listened to was YG. The title of it escapes me, but that one was pretty good. And that's basically what I've been on, man.
Yeah, I literally the only new thing I've listened to probably is the chance I might need security, which I love how he flipped that Jamie Foxx sample. Um, I'm happy to hear you say that about Black Klansman. I really wanted to go see it, but to me it also seemed it was gonna be like them taking a very serious subject and just like making it a complete comedy, and that you said that it had serious moments. I really want to see it now. I mean, only
Yeah, I
other thing
mean,
I was say
go ahead.
the only other thing I got with media or pop culture is me and Jamarcus was having an argument over the internet over Twitter the other day. Just
Oh yeah,
basically,
that's very new.
basically Naruto versus Dragon Ball Z. To which I said, you know, Naruto is well, both are, and only thing that really matters is Dragon Ball in Naruto first season or first half, where they're actually story driven, and whereas Naruto is still story driven in the second half, it's just Sasuke. They're pushing Sasuke on you, whereas Dragon Ball is very like not a real story or no real world building besides the Z fighters. But yeah, and I know you don't watch stuff like that.
Bro.
You ain't never watched anime in your life, man. You probably watch Dragon Ball Z because you're a boy, but you ain't really watched
And
it.
I watched Naruto. Why you I dead, bro?
I'm surprised you watched Naruto. I didn't watch Naruto until after high school. After I got tired, I mean, after I was over the whole I hate everybody who watched Naruto phase.
Bro, there was definitely into Naruto, and
Who?
I did my little brother. I only have
Oh,
one little brother.
No, you don't have two, right? Hello.
Little brother, bro.
Oh, okay. Thought you had two.
Yeah, I only have one little brother, bro.
That's what I thought you had two. But
Nope,
yeah,
I only have one that was big, and even the times that we had to like share the TV and whatnot or whatever, like that's what I'll be watching. So, um, if I had to pick on whose side that I was on, I don't know, bro. That's a tough one. Avatar was I mean, not Avatar. Naruto was a very well developed.
well, you
Um,
know, see, but you agree with that. But you on Jamarcus side, because I say they both are like they're neither one is really that good. Like if you wanna, if we
okay,
talking
you
about real
tripping now,
anime,
bro.
if we talking about real anime, like go watch One Piece and look at how they build this world in One Piece, or go watch, and that's over 900 chapters long. Go watch My Hero Academia, and you can like figure in that there's world politics and all. Like Dragon Ball, like Naruto had a little bit of, I mean, Naruto had enough of this stuff going on where I could say Naruto's better than Dragon Ball Z, but at the same time, I don't think it's that good. Whereas, I mean, whereas like Dragon Ball Z has like no world building, no, like the cities are named South City, North City, and there's one city with a real name, and that's Sand City or Hercule City, which is named after a character. Like there's literally they don't try, and that's the thing. I like that's with anything. Like we're not even talking about anime, but we're just throwing in like regular shows. Like if you saw something where they did so minuscule to like throw out like to make you believe this world really exists, like that's what they do. Like Disney gives like freaking they give what's the fictional place on Disney? Everything I'm thinking of is like real. Look at
Waverly
Toy
Place.
Story. Well, I was going for a movie, but like look at Toy Story, like the pizza place. Like that's a real. That seems like a real place. Like that seems like not. It's not Chuck E. Cheese, but they seem like they have their own version of Chuck E. Cheese in their world, right?
All right.
Like, and they build it so much that it's been in three movies and it's been in everywhere and it's been in all these other movies that they've done that it seems like it's a real place. Dragon Ball, like you can't name a city or name a like anything a part of a city on Dragon Ball Z. Like the only thing you know about
Because
Hercule Town is that's where Hercule lives at, and he has a billboard with his name on it. Like besides that, there's nothing there. There's no Eiffel
I mean,
Tower.
but
There's no
but the
what
thing
was
about
it?
Dragon Ball Z is they're mostly from planets, though. Planets is the biggest thing from there, not
But they come
cities.
to Earth. But they all come to Earth to fight Goku, and we know nothing about these. Like what's the city that Goku lives in, or close to? Because I know he lives in the wood. But what's the city that Bulma lives in? Like Bulma has a company, Capsule Corp, and we know nothing of the headquarters or anything.
Okay, question.
Okay.
Do you think Yu-Gi-Oh is better than both?
With world building, not better
No,
than
I meant
Naruto, better than Dragon Ball Z.
overall. I meant overall.
Yeah. First Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah, I think it's better than Dragon Ball Z. But that's also because I don't really look at Dragon Ball Z with nostalgia glasses on. Like I look at Dragon Ball Z for what it is. Like even as a battle anime, like I look at Naruto. I mean, look at Naruto. Naruto has great fight scenes, and Naruto has. I mean, Naruto can do some stuff. Like Naruto isn't the thing that with Naruto where I want to put like Naruto isn't in the upper echelon of like people say it, and it's like it seems like it's like one of the greatest animes ever. And there's so many better anime. Whereas Dragon Ball Z, literally, I feel like literally anything's better than Dragon Ball Z. Like if you really look at like if you show a 6-year-old Dragon Ball Z right now, who's used to watching My Hero Academia, he's gonna look at Dragon Ball Z and be like, it's kind of cool when they fight, but
I can definitely see that. You're not gonna get much of an argument from me there. Now that you brought down your whole point, I can kind of see where you're coming from.
He's gonna be so mad at me for this stuff because he
I
has no rebuttal.
I mean, that's kind of how most of the arguments go on when you argue Jamarcus on Twitter. He comes to an argument with no facts. It's just completely emotional. So he has a very emotional response
That, that,
from
I,
everything that
and I understand. Like,
everything that he disagrees with. He doesn't have why he disagrees. He just disagrees with. He just doesn't like what you say.
well, I understand this one. Like this one is complete. Yeah, this disagreements is completely emotional because he looks at Dragon Ball Z through nostalgia glasses. So when he sees Dragon Ball Z, it takes him back to a time when he's a child and like Dragon Ball is the greatest thing in the world.
True.
Whereas, you
True.
know,
I I guess it'll kind of be like somebody saying like Ronin Warriors or droids is trash.
yeah, or somebody coming to me and saying white man can't jump is trash. We might have to scrap.
Definitely. Speak on to period 3. It's around that time preseason football has actually started. I don't know if you watch preseason. I kind of don't anymore. Um, I mean, I do when there's somebody interesting, but due to the fact that we didn't have a third round, I mean, we didn't my team, the Texans, didn't have a first or second round pick. There's kind of nobody to really watch on the team. We signed a bunch of veterans, so regular season is kind of going to be that litmus test for me. I don't know if you watch much of the Bengals during the preseason. I know it's kind of hard because you're not local to watch it. Um,
Oh, oh
so
yeah,
it's around
God,
that
hold on.
time.
Now. You're local now. You get to watch your team every Sunday
Every Sunday, bro. Don't have to.
without having to pay for.
I'm a still try to get. I'm gonna still try to get NFL Sunday ticket though, because I still gotta watch the Falcons. Still gotta watch the Vikings. There's certain teams that I still gotta watch just because like I. So it's not like I'm only watching football because I'm a Texans fan. Like I still want NFL Sunday ticket so I can watch other games. So most definitely though. I mean, but now that I am local, it's easier for me to watch it. So yeah, most definitely.
I mean, the one thing I do like, I've grown. Um, I've learned, like, I went from that rebellious phase of like f my local team to like, yeah, I mean, they cool. I can deal with the Falcons now. I like them a little bit. Um, so but yeah,
I
Bengals
mean,
still my
so
team.
here's my thing. Like, I don't really root for or against the Falcons because now when the Falcons made it to the Super Bowl, like I didn't watch that Super Bowl because I felt like Houston had a really good shot of making it that year because we didn't that's neither here or there. But my whole family is basically Falcons fans, and it was playing in Houston Stadium. And my dad and my brother was like, "Wouldn't it be something if the Falcons win the Super Bowl and your team failed?" And I just couldn't watch it because I couldn't stomach it. So I
Uh,
don't really root for or against the Falcons. It's kind of like like I hope they do well, but I don't want them to win a championship before my team do. You know what I'm saying? So
uh, I, well, I'm here. I'm here. I'm rooting for the Falcons. I rooted for them in that Super Bowl. I mean, both Super Bowls. I rooted for the Falcons. Uh, um, the only thing, I'm rooting for them every week this year, except week 4. Like week 4 come around, it's Atlanta again.
who
I,
are they playing week 4?
Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. Speaking of the schedule,
It's week 4
let
or
me
week 5.
pull it up and I'm gonna give you my synopsis. My I'm gonna go through week by week and I'm gonna list opponent and I'm gonna tell you I think that is gonna be a win or a dub for
Hold on,
you all, and you let y'all go and go.
hold on. Go back. Say it over.
That's cool.
Say it over. I'm gonna cut that whole part because
What, the whole thing?
yeah, because it was doing it again.
Is literally touching the mic. But anyway, so speaking of week 4 in the games, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up. I have in front of me the schedule for the Bengals, and I'm gonna go through each game, and I'm gonna tell you if it's gonna be a dub or if it's gonna be a loss for you all, and you just let me know what you think your team is gonna do compared to what I say that y'all record is gonna be. That's cool.
All right, we do the
All
same thing.
right, week 1, y'all have the Colts. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's gonna be a W.
All right,
Week 2, y'all have the Ravens coming off of a short week, but
Thursday
y'all
night.
play them at home Thursday. So since y'all play them at home and it's them, I'm gonna say that's another dub. So yeah, that's gonna be a L. Falcons, that's gonna be a L. Dolphins, Dolphins. I can see that literally going either way. Dolphins. I'm gonna say y'all gonna get the dub. Pittsburgh, that's gonna be a L. Kansas City is gonna be a L. Buccaneers, they got Jameis. That's gonna be a dub. New Orleans L. Baltimore L. Cleveland at home. Cleveland at home. That's gonna be a dub. Broncos L. Chargers L. Raiders L. Is gonna be a dub. No, Cleveland at Cleveland is gonna be an L. Pittsburgh is gonna be a L.
So you telling me 4-12?
So 5-11.
We get okay. Okay, I don't see
So I
that.
basically have y'all 0-4 against AFC West. I mean AFC West. And tell me who don't you see then? Tell me what you think gonna happen with your squad
Okay,
then. Where
well,
was I
first off,
wrong?
I mean, I'm not gonna say. I hope we beat Atlanta. Like that's all I know. We gonna beat Miami.
I gave y'all Miami.
We're gonna beat the Saints. We have lost one game
Okay,
to the
now you
Saints
be
in
tripping.
the history of the Bengals. And then we're at home. I think we beat the Saints. Um, I feel like we beat Kansas City. I gotta see what their quarterback can do for real. And they lost Marcus Peterson. Marcus Peters, like they don't scare me as much anymore. We should beat Denver. We may beat Oakland, depending on how they look at in the season. So I'm looking around. I look at the schedule and see 8-8, and I'm hoping for 10-6 because you know still two of these games we should lose.
So if y'all go 8-8 or 10-6 and come into the playoffs and y'all play Houston, you know who gonna win, right? Regardless of
We
who
do.
our quarterback is. We haven't lost to y'all in like 4 years, bro. 5 years,
Hey,
like
hey,
something like that.
okay. If you say
Yeah,
so.
but
Hey, I mean, hey, you might be
speaking
right
of,
though.
you go ahead with you go ahead.
Let me see what y'all got. Y'all against New England. That's gonna be a loss. Sorry. Titans. Y'all should win that. New York. Uh, New York is a hard one. I'm gonna say y'all win that one though. Colts, y'all win.
Hold on, hold on,
Dallas.
hold on. All right, just
Uh, all right, so I feel like y'all lose against New England. beat the Texans, lose to the Giants.
We are the Texans.
I mean the Titans. My bad. Beat the Colts, lose to Dallas, beat Buffalo, lose to Jacksonville, beat Miami, beat Denver, beat Washington, beat Tennessee, beat Cleveland, beat Indy, beat the Jets, lose to Philly, and lose to Jacksonville. So 10-6.
Bro, you got us going 10-6, bro.
Yeah.
So disrespectful.
You have Jack. I feel like the only team y'all are second in the division with a wild card.
Who's first?
Jacksonville.
You put in Jacksonville, bro. Stop it. So, you're wrong. We're going 13-3. At worst, we're going 13-3.
So who did I say y'all gonna lose to that y'all should beat? Maybe the Giants.
Dallas. We're gonna beat Dallas. We're gonna beat the Giants. Here to tell you who we gonna lose to. We gonna lose once. We're going to lose to Philly, and we're going to lose to. No, we're not gonna lose to New England. Some team that's in the middle of the pack. Like, we gonna lose. Like, right now, I'm 10-2, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna be 13-3. Like, we're gonna lose to like Jacksonville, Philly, and like
Cleveland.
it ain't gonna be not Cleveland, not Buffalo. It's gonna be like the Dolphins. Like a team like the Dolphins, somebody that's in the middle of the pack. Like, I could see us losing to the Giants, is what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna be some middle of the road team.
Okay. I don't agree with that, but okay.
So we're going 13-3 with first round bye. That's what's gonna happen. 13-3 with a first round bye.
I hope y'all get a first round bye so we can get a playoff win.
I mean, yeah, that shit probably won't even happen either.
Look, if y'all get a first round bye, that means we got a chance of winning a playoff game.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. It has been a minute. You want to go through the Falcons thing so we can get a reaction from Jamarcus?
All right, so I'm gonna say the matchup. You give yours and I give mine.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, week 1, Atlanta and Philly.
Philly. Repeat that again, because my dog barked, and I don't know if you could hear.
All right, Atlanta at Philly.
Philly. That's opening night in Philly, coming off a Super Bowl win. They're gonna do the little revealing of the rings or whatever. Definitely got Philly winning that game.
I'm giving it to Atlanta. I'm gonna get it to Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah. Atlanta doesn't lose in Philly. Like, not often.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I know it happened last year.
3 years ago. Talking about.
That was because they had Michael Vick. That was a completely different.
No, they lost they lost in Atlanta when Matt Ryan was there.
No,
it was like 3 years ago, bro.
No, I'm saying Michael Vick was the quarterback, right? For Philly.
Oh, yeah, true.
Carolina at Atlanta. I'm going Carolina.
Cam coming home. Wow. Oh no, that's a tough one. Julio's always going off against Carolina. I'll see Atlanta also. So I'll go Carolina with you.
Um, New Orleans at Atlanta. I'm taking Atlanta
New
because
Orleans at Atlanta?
yeah, I'm taking Atlanta because they're at
Yeah,
home.
I agree. I agree. And plus going 0-2, they can't. Is that Sunday or is that like Thursday night?
Thursday night.
Oh,
Oh,
Thursday night?
that's a Sunday. 23rd. 23rd is a Sunday, right? Yeah. All right.
Okay, so yeah,
Atlanta and
so
Cincinnati.
Atlanta, Cincinnati, that's a tough
I
one. I
mean
already
Cincinnati at
said that
Atlanta. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be at that game. I'm gonna say that's a W for us. So I'm gonna give
I
that to L for Atlanta. So
said that
that's 2-2.
I already said that Atlanta's gonna win that game.
So you give them what? Two
Yeah.
and two? Okay. So we're the same number. Atlanta at Pittsburgh. I'm going Atlanta. I hate
That's a
Pittsburgh
tough one.
and I hope Atlanta wins.
Atlanta at Pitt.
Yeah.
Atlanta at Pitt.
Also
Sunday night, Sunday, Monday night.
nope. Sunday game, 1 o'clock. This should be a
Oh,
prime
that's
time
tough.
game.
It should be. Um, damn, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go Pitt. I'm gonna go
going
Pitt.
Atlanta.
So I gotta. So
Pittsburgh
you got
secondary
Atlanta
can't
3
handle
and 2.
Atlanta.
The Atlanta secondary can't handle Pittsburgh. Like it's the same thing.
I feel like Atlanta
And
secondary.
Pittsburgh doesn't really have defense either. So I can literally see this game being like 35-28.
That's the weirdest thing about like being a football fan. Like Pittsburgh defense isn't like it's calling. But okay,
Definitely
Tampa
not.
Bay at Atlanta.
So
Like, come on,
Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Oh, that's easy. Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
So I have Atlanta at 3-3 right now.
I have Atlanta at 4-2. Um, Giants at Atlanta.
Giants at Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. They
Is that-
at
is-
Mercedes-Benz
is
Atlanta.
that right?
That is a Thursday night game. Yeah, Monday night game. Monday night. ESPN.
Dang, that's gonna be a good one. Odell and Julio. Giants. The Giant has a better defense than Atlanta does overall, I believe. I don't know. They also had Eli Manning.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Giants.
I'm going Atlanta. 6-2.
Which week are we on right now?
We on week about to be on week 8.
So I have Atlanta 3-5 right now.
You have 3. Oh, that's you're sad. Atlanta, Washington.
Dub.
All right, yeah, I'm giving that to Atlanta.
So now they
Atlanta-
4-5.
Atlanta at Cleveland.
Come on now.
All right,
Atlanta.
so-
Atlanta does have a tendency to play down. They lost to Buffalo and Miami.
yeah, that is true. But we're going by what we think. Okay. Dallas at Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Okay. Atlanta and New Orleans. I'm gonna get it in New Orleans.
Agree with you on that one.
They're going to Mercedes-Benz Superdome, not just the stadium. And that is
Right.
I think that's a Thursday night game too. Oh yeah, just a Thursday night short week. Yeah, I'm going home team. Baltimore at Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Okay, I got Atlanta too. Green Bay at Atlanta.
Green Bay.
Atlanta at Green Bay. I'm
Green Bay.
gonna go Atlanta. Arizona at Atlanta. I'm going Atlanta, of course.
Yeah, got to.
Atlanta at Carolina.
Carolina. 'Cause they gonna split.
I'm gonna go with Carolina also. I think they're gonna sweep Atlanta, and then Atlanta and Tampa Bay.
Wow.
Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta.
So
I'm going.
I got them losing 4 games, so 12-4.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I got them more. I think I got them less. I got them losing at Philly. Got them losing. Have them losing against Pittsburgh. Losing against the Giants. So what's that?
Isn't it 3?
Have them. No, I said Philly, Carolina, Steelers. That's 3. Giants will be 4. Saints will be 5. Green Bay would be 6. Yeah, so I got them going 10-6.
Well, look, you about to end up with like a 17 tweet. Oh wow!
17 tweet soliloquy and everything from Jamarcus, right? I don't really care. I mean, listen. I believe they are going 10-6 because I'm not a big fan of their offensive coordinator. And the thing that gets fans is they believe that year with Shanahan is not an anomaly. Like they don't think that it's a deviation from the norm. Like ever since Matt Ryan has got there, has always been. And I know I'm going into our next topic a little bit, but I'm telling you why I believe they're going to go 10-6. Atlanta, ever since they got over the Vic era, their offense has always been in the middle of the road. Always been in the middle of the road. Like they've never been, regardless of the weapons that they had, they've never been in the top echelon of offense. But some reason they believe that they can do that, and it's like, no, that's how your offense has always been. I forgot the name of the OC. What's the name of the OC?
Drunky McDrinkerson.
Yes, Steve Sarkisian. So
there you go.
He just has them going back to the middle of the pack, and they're like, well, we get our offense back how it was last year. It's like last year was a deviation from the norm. Like that never happened. It wasn't like Atlanta had this great offense and it just took it to it just got a couple of new wrinkles. Like that's not how it happened. He just took y'all back to the norm. Julio has never been a double-digit touchdown receiver like ever. Like he only did it like twice in his career, and he's the second biggest mismatch in football. Like outside of Calvin Johnson and Julio Johnson, and outside of Calvin Johnson and Rob Gronkowski, you can't think of another mismatch that you ever seen in the NBA. I mean, in the NFL, outside of Randy Moss. Like Julio is literally bigger than everybody, stronger than faster than anybody he's going to line up and can out jump anybody that he's going to line up to, except for Brent Grimes. Maybe Big Grimes is probably the only person that can jump with Julio. But like I just feel like they're going 10-6, and that's how they play down the competition because their team is like just a middle of the road. Like they don't like talent wise, they're up there, but they do everything average to above average.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with the whole thing about Sarkisian in the offense. Like, yeah, it's always been like Cincinnati had that same thing where you had 2,000-yard receivers, 1,000-yard back, and we could never like top like 12 in the league. Like, and we had all the pieces to be the number one offense in the league. We just was never that guy. And I just think, yeah, Sarkisian made you. I mean, not Sarkisian. What's the one that left?
Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, Shanahan made you better than. I mean, he knew how to use the pieces, and also when he was using the pieces, he was also using like the 5th string wide receiver out there, and you think you're gonna do it with like just the top 3 guys, and that's not gonna work. But yeah, like you said, you get into the
all right.
You was getting into the next. Let's just go in. I want to talk about Jalen Ramsey because Jalen Ramsey is literally the smartest cornerback like he pulled up this, like everybody keeps saying like I wish he played with Chad. Like for what? Because he wasn't going to talk about Chad. He's talking about the guy throwing the ball to Chad. He's going to talk about the quarterback. So because the receiver doesn't make the decision to like throw me the ball, Jalen Ramsey's cover me. It's the quarterback. And when you say the quarterback is garbage, he's going to try to make you look bad. And so that quarterback you call garbage or overrated or whatever is going to throw at Jalen Ramsey, and Jalen Ramsey going to be out here looking like D Hall against the against the Bears when they had Jay Cutler. Like Jalen Ramsey is going to take like 3 picks to the house because you want to try him.
I agree with that. I think that's definitely what his method was. Chris Carter on First Things First was saying that there's no successful NFL player who's ever done that's successful in the NFL. And I have a love-hate relationship with Chris Carter, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, Jalen was definitely smart with all of that, especially when he talked about now some quarterbacks. I feel like he was right to say like Big Ben, like he beat Big Ben twice, you know.
Beat them to death one time.
And a name perspective. You said what?
They beat them to death one time. Like I think the score.
Right, exactly. And so that's kind of what I think. You know, I think if you're looking at a name, you're like, there's no way Big Ben sucks. But if you look at Big Ben now, it's like now he kind of is reliant on Antonio Brown. Who else did he say? Of course, I agree with him saying that Joe Flacco sucks. Who else did he say sucks? It was a few other ones, but the main one that I agreed with, of course, is when he called Matt Ryan overrated. And just to give the background for everybody that's listening that don't know, Jalen Ramsey had an interview with GQ. They sat down with him, get asked what his opinion was about some of the quarterbacks in the some were average, some suck, some are good game managers, some do good just for their acts for. Called Matt Ryan overrated. Said Deshaun Watson and Carson Wentz would be battling for MVPs. The only quarterbacks that don't suck, well, not the only quarterbacks, but quarterbacks that don't suck. But so that's the background of it. But to go forward with it, I definitely agree with him saying that Matt Ryan.
I mean, I disagree with the Matt Ryan overrated thing, mainly because he said Kirk Cousins is the best quarterback in the league. And you can't tell me Kirk Cousins is better than Matt Ryan. He did.
Words in his mouth. He didn't say Kirk Cousins was the. He said. I mean, listen. I don't think Kirk Cousins is the best quarterback in the NFL, but Kirk Cousins is really on go though. He's really on go.
Kirk Cousins is completely overrated. But
Kirk Cousins is not overrated. If anything, he's underrated, bro. Kirk Cousins, are you serious? Kirk Cousins literally has no receivers to ever throw to, and he still puts up numbers and gets his teams to victory. Are you serious right now? Kirk Cousins literally went to Seattle, and all of his offensive lineman was hurt, and his best receiver was down, and beat Seattle with. Bro, last year his best receiver was his running back, and I don't mean like Le'Veon Bell wise. I mean like their best, like their running back led their team in receiving yards, catches, and touchdowns is what I'm saying. They're running back, bro.
Okay. And I still think he's overrated. Like we talk about him and say he's good. And it's like he's good for the system he was in. And last year you saw exactly what happened once his coordinator left and went to the Rams. He's not as good as he was made to seem. And
Kirk Cousins.
We'll see in Minnesota this year. How about that?
So, tell Matt Ryan isn't overrated because I got a Bible prepared to tell you why I believe he is overrated.
The only reason I believe Matt Ryan isn't overrated is because so many people say he suck, and like he doesn't suck. Like I'm not saying that he's great. No, I mean, I'm also saying the media like I feel like saying he's overrated. I guess you're saying that the media looks at him one way, but fans look at him and like he's trash, and he's not trash. He's far from trash. the media make him seem like he's a god, which he's not a god either. But he is like a top 10 quarterback in the league. Maybe top 5.
I don't believe that he
making him actually 5.
Like, here's the thing. Like, I don't think that Matt Ryan is trash, and I don't like. I definitely don't believe that he's trash, but I feel like he's also overrated. Like, as a quarterback, I feel like he's a solid B. I feel like he's the 3rd best quarterback in their division. Drew Brees, Cam, Matt Ryan. I feel like he's a B+ quarterback who masquerades.
Not in the league, but in his division at least. He's better than Cam.
I mean, listen.
But also, I've not seen Cam with a real receiver. I give you that. I haven't seen Cam with a number 1 receiver. Outside of Steve Smith.
Outside of Steve Smith, but that was on his backside of his career. So I think that Matt Ryan is a B+ quarterback masquerading as an A+ quarterback. You know, like, I think there are some games where you go and he like at his best, he can outsling Aaron Rodgers. Where he can outsling Aaron Rodgers with Big Ben, or just any of the A+ quarterbacks. But I feel when he needs to do it himself and make stuff happen, like, I don't think that he does it. Like, I think that he's a quarterback where everything has to be working the way that it should be working for him to succeed. Like, it's what I'm saying. Like,
I do understand that Matt Ryan has had like one of the, like, every year of his career, he's had a top 5 receiver to throw to. And at a certain point, he had 2 top 5 receivers.
Are you considering Roddy White a top 5 receiver at that time?
When Matt Ryan came in, Roddy White was an elite receiver with Matt Ryan.
That's debatable.
I mean, Roddy White has Hall of Fame numbers with basically with Matt Ryan, like, because he didn't get any of those numbers with it. Like, all those numbers came from Matt Ryan.
But we know Roddy isn't going to the Hall of Fame, though.
He should. Like, if we put in Steve Smith,
he should not. What are you talking about? Steve Smith is 10 times better than Roddy Smith, bro.
Have you seen the numbers? Like, that's the
You're making a Jimmy Smith argument right now. Like, you're saying just because Jimmy Smith is the all-time receiver in Jaguars history, that Jimmy Smith should be in the Hall of Fame.
Time out. What's the only reason there's a Jimmy Smith argument is because Jimmy Smith was on drugs. Jimmy Smith, there's no question why Jimmy Smith should be in the Hall. Like, Jimmy Smith and Keenan McCardell deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. They should go in at the same time. Like, Jimmy Smith is one of the greatest receivers of all time. Huh?
Bro, I don't know.
Did you see
I don't
Jimmy
know
Smith in his prime?
what fume.
Did you see Jimmy Smith at 40? Like, Jimmy Smith at 40 was still top 15.
Is being dumped into Atlanta that you are inhaling for you to believe that Keenan McCardell should be in the Hall of Fame, bro?
You've seen Keenan McCardell at the back end of his career with the Patriots. Go look at Keenan McCardell with the Jaguars.
Bro.
Keenan McCardell was...
So you're telling me that... So you got us all off topic, but we're talking about overrated right now. So you're telling me, if I'm hearing this correctly, you're saying that Roddy White... You're saying that Roddy White... Just to bring this all, just to give us a summary, I need to know if what I'm hearing is correct. You're telling me Roddy White was better than Steve Smith.
I didn't say that.
You're also saying...
we talking about Steve Smith numbers, put him in the Hall of Fame conversation. I feel like it puts him in the Hall of Fame. Roddy White, at least we should be talking about Roddy White as a Hall of Famer.
And I'm telling you, we shouldn't.
They go on TV every day and talk. I mean, not every day, but every year, and they ask the question: is Chad Johnson the Hall of Famer? And I believe he's not. But if we're going to have a conversation about Chad Johnson, right, deserves to have that conversation. Roddy White has more yards, more touchdowns, more catches than Chad Johnson. He just wasn't as much of a character. He barely had yards, but still, I'm just saying, he has more yards, more touchdowns.
He
more
also
catches.
played his whole career in Atlanta, though. If Chad Johnson was to continue to play his career in Cincinnati, Roddy White would not have more yards, catches, or touchdowns than him. Like, we both know that. Didn't Chad go back to Cincinnati, though? Didn't Chad go back to Cincinnati with T.O.?
He didn't go back. He was still there. That was his last year in Cincinnati before he went to New England.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So, if he spent his whole career there, I feel as though that's how it would be. But there is no universe that exists where Jimmy Smith and Kenny McCardell is in the Hall of Fame. Especially when you have Isaac Bruce and Big Game Hope. That ain't gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen.
Hold on. Man, I'm like, you don't know Jimmy Smith, huh?
I don't think you know what Hall of Fame looks like. I mean, you know what? I'm tripping. I understand.
I'm tripping. And I understand that we just had to ease. Like, I know that we said that people just had this argument about the guys who made it this year because it was a no-brainer. Both these guys should have been in first ballot because 1 and 2. I mean, 2 and 3, everything. But like, let's remember that Harvey Marison made it into the Hall of Fame, and Harvey Marison is not 1 or 2 anything. Like, he's not even, like, he doesn't even have more yards than Steve Smith.
You said what?
Harvey Marison doesn't even have more yards than Steve Smith.
You mean Marvin Harrison?
I didn't say that name. I said Harvey Marison. I'm talking about the guy who played for the Colts who won number 88. I don't say his name.
Why don't you say his name?
We could talk about this off air, and I will tell you all about it, but I can't. Look, you don't have me hemmed up.
Yeah, I was just about to say it. You say something, I may have to be doing this pod by myself, but you know for a fact that when you saw number 88 play, that you was like, that guy is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Are you tripping? I don't know what Atlanta done dumped in their landfill, and you start, bro.
12,000 yards, 75 touchdowns
with Jacksonville. He played with Jacksonville, bro. Like, his whole career. It's got like, I don't even think Andre Johnson. I don't believe Andre Johnson is going to get into the Hall of Fame.
Why?
But I mean, I agree, he deserves it, and I'm not saying, but it's kind of like when you play your whole career with a budding franchise, and you're the franchise leader, it doesn't weigh in it.
The 2 guys who made it in this year, how many Super Bowl wins do they have? They both played in one played in 2, one played in 1. Neither one won a Super Bowl.
But there are 1 and 2 in every statistical category for a wide receiver.
How long did it take Tim Brown to get in when he was number 2 in every statistical category?
He was in touchdowns or receiving yards. I mean, he was. He
was everything until, I think T.O.'s 3 now because I think Tony Gonzalez passed him in touchdowns.
So you think that? So you think that Jimmy Smith is eventually going to get in? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think Jimmy Smith doesn't get in because of his past at all. But I think he deserves.
Michael Irvin got in.
But Michael Irvin got in back when there wasn't the internet and stuff, and like nobody was like, no one's gonna be. I mean, no. Well, I don't think nobody's gonna be outraged. It's just it wasn't as. I feel like Jimmy Smith gets in if we get new voters. Because Jimmy Smith, all his stuff is basically drugs. Whereas, like, I feel like Lawrence Timmons wouldn't get in at this point in his, like, if we had Lawrence Timmons on the ballot today, he wouldn't get in at all.
Bruce won't get in either?
Not with his women. Yeah, his women issues, no, he wouldn't get in. No, yo, Bruce gets in. Bruce gets in because Bruce is a beast, though. He has the numbers to like that. You can't overlook his numbers. I feel like you give him time to die down, and then you put him in.
Was
Whereas,
he better than Big Game?
who was that?
Wow. Big Game Hope?
Oh,
Big
who
Game
better?
Hope? Bruce.
Nah, but Isaac Bruce is already in, right?
No. Isaac Bruce is up, I believe, next year. He's eligible to get in next year,
Torrey
I
Holt not
believe.
already in? I thought one of them already went in.
Nope, neither of them are in.
Oh, see, this is the thing I'm talking about. But I feel like Harvey Marison isn't better than either one of those guys.
You're tripping.
But and the same thing that T.O. said, like we talk about off the field issues, but that guy's in. That's because that guy was
yeah, I
quiet.
agree with that
Because
point.
he had off the field issues, but he was quiet about it.
True.
The same thing.
I agree with that point.
And that's the thing that I don't understand. Like you talk about, like the main thing that people say Chad's not getting or Chad's gonna have to wait for, and I still don't believe Chad is a Hall of Famer. But everybody's like, yeah, he's getting in, but he have to wait, and it's like, wait for what? Like
Yeah, Chad is definitely not getting in, but that's only because
like no one brings up the fact that he headbutted that woman. No, the reason he has to wait is because he made a list. How insane is that?
Because he made a list.
Mm-hmm. Remember the list of who couldn't check him? That he checked off every week.
You think that's the reason he's not gonna get in?
No, but that's people reason for why he won't go in because he was a character. And now my thing is like, first off, the Evelyn thing, the headbutting, like that right there, red flags all day. Secondly, he doesn't have the numbers to. Like 11,000 receiving yards, 67 touchdowns. I don't know how many catches. I'm going off the top of the head here, but I don't think those are. I feel like those, if those are Hall of Fame numbers, those are like Hall of Fame numbers on the like back end. Like once they take you off the ballot, and it's just like the voters, like you know how like the kicker got in a couple years ago, like Morton Anderson got in. Like they just want to see you go in at that point.
Right.
Like I feel like you get a down year where there's really nobody to really speak, and it's like, yeah, let's put Chad up there because he can talk, and you can justify
his
a little
speech
bit.
Would be legendary though.
Yeah, like you could justify because he has decent numbers.
Right. I mean, but Chad really wasn't a character though. I mean, you know, he's charismatic. You know,
super but once again, I don't know how we get all the way over here to Chad. Roddy White is Hall of Fame.
All right, bro. On that note, I'm telling you, he ain't, and we just gonna keep it moving because
no Falcon fan would know how to approach me at this point because they're gonna be like, he said we're gonna get swept by the Panthers, but he also said Roddy White's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I'm playing both ends here.
You and Justin fume somewhere. So on to fifth period, the last period. Do you have any homework to give these people or anything?
Did you ever watch Cloak and Dagger? Did you ever get a chance to get
into
it?
I believe 4 episodes deep into it. It's really good at this point. They just haven't told the story of exactly what their powers can do yet. Like I'm at the point where they're kind of discovering what their powers can do, but they didn't really, you know, it's not fully developed yet, and they haven't really said like who the villain is yet. Everything is still in the beginning process, but it's really good. It's it's a teenage show or whatever, but they do a real good job of not making it too teenagey.
That's the problem I have with like everything now. Like everything's basically, and I feel like I'm slightly out of the demographic of they're trying to sell to these like 16 to 25-year-olds, and like I'm a little out of the demographic now because like I'm looking at Arrow, and I'm just like, ugh, it's kind of irritating at this point, or certain stuff, and it's just like it's just not for me. But what's for me at this point? Like, what is the 25 to 30 something year old shows?
The news.
I hate the news. Also, I'm looking at Roddy right now. Okay, I take that back. Roddy is not a Hall of Famer. He is a Falcon Hall of Famer. He's not uh Pro
And
Football Hall of
corrected.
Famer.
I stand corrected.
He has the catches. He just doesn't have the yards.
I feel like I told you that, but
I thought he had more yards than Chad.
speaking emotionally like somebody else.
I'm assuming I made this plea like when I thought he was gonna have 1,000 yards in 2015, or at least 900. But okay, my bad, Falcon fans. Jimmy Smith is still a Hall of Famer. I'm looking
All
at his
right,
stats.
he ain't, but I necessarily don't have
Um,
any homework to do.
I'm trying to think. What was I on? Shoot, I don't know, man. You tell me. What are you up to? What is your homework?
I don't really have none. I guess somebody's homework would be for somebody to find me some wireless headphones and a Bluetooth speaker that I can use. I believe they got stolen from me when I moved in. Somebody went inside the U-Haul and stole the box. So, yeah, I think that would be the homework. Somebody find me a Bluetooth speaker and some.
Um, Let me see. Basically, I need everybody to go and, I mean, just fill my inbox up with what you think is better, One Piece or Naruto in Dragon Ball Z.
And
Besides that,
I guess we'll have those results the next time or something. Like we'll reveal those results the next time.
yeah, we'll try if we remember.
That's cool with me. Definitely.
um, Shoot, it was something I wanted to tell you. Oh, also, yeah, Hard Knocks. Are you watching it?
Uh, barely. I mean, remember, like I'm kind of catch up, but like everybody talks about Hard Knocks, like like everybody talks about it. So it's like it comes on Tuesday, Wednesday morning, everybody's talking about it. So if I just listen to national TV on Wednesday, tell me what happened on Hard Knocks.
Did you catch the Corey Coleman trade request?
I didn't. What happened?
It was the most. I mean, first off, Corey Coleman is a little. I feel like that's kind of wrong to say. Um, Corey
Were you about
Coleman
to call
is
him a female dog?
no. I was gonna call him a female, and then I was like, nah, that's kind of rude to females. Uh, and then, but what do you call somebody? He's soft. He's super soft.
Okay.
He I guess he saw the depth chart and saw that he was second string and ran. First off, you're second string on the team with Josh Gordon, um, Antonio Callaway, and Juice. Like, I feel like you're not cracking it. You're not the top three receiver on that team right now.
Okay.
But he ran to Hugh Jackson's office crying and was like, "Why am I second string? Or why am I second unit?" And he was like, "You got to talk to Todd Haley about that." Also, they got Todd Haley. Way to go for them. Even though he might not be there long. Like, he might get 1 year and he might be out. But back to the story. And then he's crying. He was like, "If y'all don't want me to play, why y'all don't just trade me?" So it really wasn't even a real trade request. It was just him being a little girl and being emotional. And they got him up out of there.
So was he?
Sent him to Buffalo. Well, his number one quarterback is
And
Nathan. Huh? What'd you say?
so he's at Buffalo.
Yeah. And that was the funniest thing I've seen. Like, I've never.
So So Corey Coleman is at Buffalo right now.
Yes.
So basically, he threw a bitch fit. That's
Yep.
basically what you're saying. The Corey Coleman threw a bitch fit and was like, "Get me like if you don't want me to play, get me up out of here."
And guess what?
They got him up out of there.
And Juice was in the wide receiver. I mean, and the wide receiver room was just like, that's what they traded for a 7-round pick. Next year, 7-round pick. You gotta get that weak shit up out of here, though. Landry
Once he
Jones.
found out that he got traded.
No. I mean, guess he knew beforehand, but like when they were talking about him being gone, like Landry Jones is my favorite Hard Knocks person since Chad Johnson.
Uh-huh.
Like he hit him because he said exactly what I expected. Like I feel like if this would have had happened with Chad would have just been like, "Well, kiss the baby," and Landry Jones was just like,
So
"Bless him."
wow. So this man. So oh okay. So this was like episode 2 then, right?
Beginning of episode 2, like it's literally like 2 minutes in. Like it starts off with him showing off his shoe collection, and then it shows him doing bad in practice, and then him going to cry, and then it does the little montage of like the opening credits or whatever, and then
Right.
it's the receivers talking about him.
Wow.
And then
I
he had to
definitely
play
didn't see
them.
that.
Then he had to play them yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He had one catch for 7 yards.
Wow.
Which
Bro, that's crazy. Life comes at you hella fast.
stupid fast. I mean, and it's not even like an upgrade of. It's not like you got traded from Cleveland to Miami. You got traded from Cleveland to Buffalo. Like you didn't even get to move up and like just being a rich guy in like a nice city. Like I would rather be in Cleveland. Like I've been to downtown Cleveland. It's kind of nice.
I mean, but you went as a
Western
visit,
Buffalo.
not as
I'm saying,
somebody who's permanently living there. Though. You went as a visit.
I would get one of those condos downtown and stay there. The best thing about Cleveland is you're walking.
I mean,
like if you stay downtown, it's not like Atlanta downtown where you can't really walk anywhere, or it's traffic everywhere and bullshit going on. Like Cleveland downtown is so chill. Like you can literally walk. Like you can walk to the grocery store, walk back home, or walk and grab something, do whatever. And you can walk to the casino. Like casino's literally part of downtown. Or walk to the stadium.
Who actually lives in Cleveland, though.
Like the stadium, but I'm saying you can walk to the stadium. You can walk to the Quicken Loans Arena. You can walk to the baseball field. Like everything is literally like, if you're downtown, you're close to everything. Like, but their downtown is actually pretty small if you want to compare it to like bigger cities. But if you're there, is what you get. I feel like it's nicer than others. Like what do you think? But what do you think this downtown Buffalo?
Buffalo, but my dad went up there and he said Buffalo at all. Absolutely nothing in Buffalo. And he said he once feels sorry for anybody that gets drafted and go to Buffalo.
I feel sorry for anybody who lives in these small towns. Like when I go to Houston, when I go to Texas or when I go to Houston, I usually go to Texas City, which is like the small town, like 20 minutes away from you, and it's literally nothing there. And it's people that just walk around happy to be there. Like I've been down to, remember, you were at SGC, and there's this white kid that used to stay down the street who used to go there, but like he was like a commuter, and like he used to come there with his weed and be so happy to and like content, and it's like, bro, have you been to Atlanta? Have you been to Savannah? Like there's so much more. Like Coffee County is not where it is.
Coffee County is all you know, then you don't really have a choice, right?
You got a choice. Ask Tyreek Hill, is he going back to Coffee County?
When they said that when he put that he came from Douglas County, I was like, wow, that's crazy. What, the Coffee County High School or something like that?
Yeah. I was like, oh, I was down there. I know he ain't going back. He is the number one
I was
can't
like,
go back
wow.
story. You know how hard it is for him to get home? He got to fly into Atlanta, Hartsville, Atlanta, and then look at the
I
great
think
city and
too
then
big
drive
for
three
Coffee
hours
County, right?
and drive 3 hours into nothingness. That is never what you want to do.
There's no airport in Valdosta.
Um, no, the closest airport I know of is it's, I know Savannah has one, but I think Savannah might be closer, right? Savannah's only like an hour drive.
Savannah, I know Savannah for a fact.
But you still have to fly into Hartsville to connect to Savannah
Right, definitely.
to go to
Definitely, yeah. You
Cincinnati.
definitely can't come back because I actually think at this point he's like too,
Like
like
nah,
he's
he ain't good.
definitely too big for Coffee.
Like I feel like he probably moved his
Like
family
he,
up here yet.
yeah, like show up in like no Porsche or like no Lambo, because everybody in Coffee County would know that he came back to Coffee County.
Man, these niggas was out here stealing cheeseburgers from us when we was in college, and you know he from them projects across the street.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut the hell, bro. We stole cheeseburgers from you.
Oh, they jumped the nigga and stole his he had like 3 cheeseburgers in a McDonald's bag. They jumped him and took his food. Like the locals.
Hell you, man. Concrete jungle of Coffee County. You make it anywhere, bro.
Man, but you know, if you knew, I mean, I feel like those people went down there. They didn't really know what was going on. Like, I mean, I walked past, like, you know what a bowling alley is. You could see like clear into like the projects, and I'm like, that's the projects. They look like college spa
Yeah.
projects. I know what the projects look like, so I know, like, nah, I'm
I'm
on my
saying
shit because
though,
project is right there. I don't think other people knew that the projects was right there. Like literally, like right across from Walmart is like the hood.
yeah, I definitely agree with that. And they'll just come up to the gym and break our goal.
And see, that's why I ain't go to the gym. I ain't doing go swimming when I was up there.
Yeah, I had to take a had to go there.
We hit the pool or the bowling alley. Like they ain't going bowling.
Oh nah, they ain't going bowling. That ain't black enough, right?
We said the bowling alley. Like especially on like what was it like Thursday? They had like the dollar college night.
Yeah, right.
All right, man.
Yeah. All
Who
right,
you going to
man.
see
So
tonight?
we'll do this in probably about closer to the regular season to give a recap. Jamarcus can give his input next time, and we'll have a more rounded opinion and not just our own personal bias. And we'll just see how it goes from there.
The hatred for the Falcons reigns through.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely come through. So we'll definitely find out, bro.
I mean, who you going to see tonight?
I
Or are
told
you
you
actually
I'm
gonna do a
performing,
set?
bro.
Are you really gonna do a
I actually
set?
gonna do it.
You got to record it. Like
How am I gonna record myself doing the set, bro?
you got. That's what you're supposed to do. You got to put your phone down, let it record, so you can see what you know. You see a reaction to your jokes. Like you don't have to like
I mean, but
record. You
where
know,
am I
like
gonna
your
put it
movement.
though?
Like they usually have a stool on the stage. Like
I'll see if they allow it.
I want to hear what you do, man.
I know what I'm. I know I'm a.
What
I'll
did you
do
write
that.
anything?
And if it's a dud, I'll maybe you can give me some tips and tricks.
Did you write anything?
That all off memory.
All right, I want to hear this. All
Are,
right,
are, are, are are you saying that I shouldn't have? Are you saying that I shouldn't have done it that way? I should have wrote something down because I'm doing it straight off memory, though, bro.
you should take whatever you have off memory, write it down so you'll know it, and like write it in your pauses and everything, so you can know what you have.
And
Also,
I'll
also,
think about it.
also try doing it. And how much time are you getting up there? Are you getting like 3 minutes?
I think 30 minutes. No, yeah, yeah, just something like that. I think
No,
open mic
30.
for everybody is 30 minutes total.
Yeah, you want
No,
like
30 minutes total.
okay, so yeah, you might get like three, maybe
Like,
three or two.
like the bit is 30. Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, give yourself.
yeah.
You might want to do it. I mean, like try doing it now for yourself and like record it, see how much time it is, and see where you can like hold or get a or whatever, or see if you gotta go faster or whatever.
Yeah, tell me one thing.
You
You
don't want to get up there.
always
You don't want to get up
you
there and
did
like
tell me
what you about to say?
I don't want to get up there and do what?
Oh, you don't want to get up there and like have the time and like it just seems like you're rushing and then leave before like you don't want to seem to get you don't want to seem to get up there because it seems like it's longer to you, but if you get up there and then it's like you up there for like 50 seconds, it seems like it's gonna be 3 minutes to you, but it's like it seems very short to everybody else. You want to get up there and like give yourself time.
Right. Yeah. And I at the end of the back to the beginning of I always go back to the beginning of the joke. I got you, bro.
All right,
All right,
good
then,
luck.
man. So just
Record it.
yeah,
I
I
want to hear it.
appreciate it. But I'll let you know how everything go, man.
All right.
All right, man.